I changed the bitrate for the output on the stream, and it just looked terrible. So I changed the bitrate, so hopefully it fixes it now. It looks better. If not, I'll just fucking off myself off a building. Oh.
Also, is there any chance you could also stream through the Discord?
I could, but if I start losing, I promise I'm gonna tell you it's because of you.
I mean, you could say whatever you want, but it'll help me teach you.
Oh my gosh, this thing gotta do these stupid eye 1v1s, man. Anybody trying to do this shit? Lame ass.
Hard point. Secure the target area.
Me crazy. Should be there. Ah!
We've taken the lead.
Should be waiting on me naked with all of my drains on. Baby.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
Oh! Should be looking at me crazy with all of my names on. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh. Oh, dang me. Oh. I'm like, I'm up here, bro. I don't know how to do it.
Hard point relocating. Stand by. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Ah! Oh.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
on my dream zone. Oh my god, bro, you just spawned there, man. That's just lame as hell.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Niggas in the corny spot. Ah.
We've lost the lead. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
I think he's slick.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Aw, man,
Hardpoint
you're being a
relocating.
weirdo,
Stand
man.
by.
I'ma just go hold new. Ooh, well, actually, because you off rotate.
Hardpoint relocating. Secure the target area. We've secured the lead.
Ah! The shorty on timing. Oh well.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
On my dick.
Inside the
You're not dead? They got me on timing. Oh well. Come on, man. You're not busting out these doors. Come here,
Secure
baby.
the area.
Gonna be done, baby.
You're
Is he?
halfway to mission complete.
Oh.
Finish.
Ah. Care about that point. I got my drink, so.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter.
I hate this game. Yeah.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target.
Ah, we both did it. I'm sorry. He had his pistol out too. I'm so sorry, baby. It's my fault. Oh, I deserve that.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
My nigga, what, dog?
The enemy's taken the lead.
Okay, dude.
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Yeah, brother, you're gonna stand in the middle of the fucking staircase, bro?
Hardpoint compromised. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Target area
He
updated.
rotated.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Stand by. Hardpoint
Ah!
secure the area.
No, dude, come on.
Stand by. The mission's complete. Good work.
I'm going crazy. I get real.
That's pretty good.
The shorty
Respect it.
crazy.
I don't know. Is Red Lobster fancy? I think it's on the higher end, but
Red Lobster is seafood.
Red Lobster is the
yes, but
poor
it's
people,
definitely on the
poor people's fancy food.
poor people. I don't know. My brother used
It's
to work
not.
there.
It's not fancy. It's
not
just
fancy.
seafood, and seafood is more of a delicacy than burgers, so it costs more. But just because it costs more does not make it fancy.
Oh. A lot of places that you can go to, you can get good seafood that don't cost an arm and a leg.
Hey, where you going, bro? Where you going in El Paso? That seafood ain't expensive for no reason.
Oh, we talking about El Paso?
I'm
Just
not
thinking,
talking about fucking Tokyo, bro.
I
I'm
don't know
about
if I
to
want to be
play.
bright red.
Hey, don't worry about streaming your Discord straight up. I'm just gonna start switching back and forth.
Okay. Sound good, yeah. Cause I was like, dude, there was like 3 times where like that shit just fucking bug hard. They're not even streaming.
No, I switched. I pulled you, so it stopped your stream.
Oh, okay, okay.
Alrighty, I'm ready. Best of luck, Devon.
So something I'm gonna say about that matchup at the beginning, you guys didn't really care about, or it's not that you didn't care. You guys minded the fact that you had a throwable, but after like the first full cycle, you guys pretty much just stopped throwing shit essentially, and I assume that's because of the trophies. There's a lot more than one way to use your throwables. It's not just identify the person and throw the throwable there, or let me throw it and get a feel firmer. It's not just throw it off of the rip or some shit like that. You could use it for a lot more different situations, right? So, for example, if you're holding hill and somebody just fucking peek that angle, literally just throw the frag at them. Right? You're on defense, perfect opportunity to use a frag. It's not always an offensive thing. That's not something that I've seen a lot, where people use their lethals tactfully when they're playing on a defensive position. Start doing that more. It's going to help you out a lot more because you're going to realize, like, hey, I'm on defense. It's my trophy down, so I don't even have to worry about a trophy. And if you're on the offensive and you're trying to attack the point, right, and you know that this motherfucker probably has a trophy, I'm not saying reveal your location and take it out. Just, keep in mind if you guys are taking your gunfights at a range, like let's just say one of you's railing and one of you's bridge, and the trophy's on the steps to bridge, like you could easily take out that trophy, throw a frag or a semtex, buy yourself a second, or get some hit points on and better improve the play. You had more
Yeah,
opportunities
just
to use your throwables
yeah.
as a
Well,
whole than
again,
just
I was
tossing
playing it like
trophies
a
out.
1v1, and so like I'm like I don't want to throw it. So I know he's got a trophy down, and I'm like majority of the
Right.
time he already knew exactly where I was coming from. Now I just didn't want him to know exactly like if I'm coming from the left side or the right side, like of this road that he already knows I'm coming down.
Yeah. You also understand too, like there was multiple times that game where like I used my nade to get onto the point, killed Devin, and then I didn't die for like 5-6 kills. Like I'm not gonna have a nade. You know what I'm saying? The entire
I
time.
know. I'm watching. I wouldn't call it out if it was for a stupid reason. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying there's a huge shift after the first cycle of rotations where pretty much a throwable wasn't thrown at all, and Gabe can attest to that.
No, yeah, I completely, I could like, I know where like I wasn't even throwing my nades. I was like, dude, like, I don't even think
Another
it's
thing I
worth throwing.
suggest using your nades for, if you know, like, especially like you said, Devin, you're in a 1v1, he knows where I'm coming from. Why not use that nade as like a decoy? I'm not saying,
Yeah, I
use
was
some
trying to
crazy
think of
shit.
like where could I throw this fucking nade where it doesn't seem too obvious, but like with this map, I was like, dude, I don't really know where I could throw it and then fucking try to push like somewhere else quick enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that has me to my next point for you specifically, Devin, and then Robert, you next. Devin, you play smart in the sense of you're trying to pie these corners and play the kill and make sure he's dead before you start playing the objective. Sure. However, you had a pretty huge opportunity to win this game just based off of the time that you didn't gather because you're trying to play the safe kill, right? Now, I get it. You kill him, you have about a solid, 10 seconds or so of just free hill time without even being contested, right? But your problem is anytime you're about to get contested, you kind of divert your attention away from objective as a whole, especially upon a rotation where you'll try to kill him off of the rotation. There was one instance where you lost like 11 or 15 seconds just trying to kill him off of time, and then he respawned and contested you off of that point. I think he killed you because you were playing on that little dumb bush spot, and he ended up getting that ratio of him spawning in and killing you and taking that time favored him significantly more than you trying to play that safe kill and gather those few seconds. If you have the opportunity to get into the hill, and then obviously he's gonna know you're in there and he's gonna check those corners, but he's still forced to come to you, right? And obviously in these cases of 1v1 or even 4v4s, you know that somebody's probably going to be watching mid. You know somebody's probably going to be watching these angles. So even when in the cases where he did contest you, he was still playing it smart as well. So he wasn't not playing paranoid. He had quite a few opportunities where he actually did trade you out before, or not trade you, but take you out before you even had the opportunity to kill him and then grab that time, hence even more time uh, lost on your end. Same thing that goes with contesting. You try to play it safe and play the kill instead of pressing. Again, which isn't wrong for the most of the time, but there's just too many situations where you kind of let him, like, he's weak, he's gonna prone, he's gonna play his life, he's gonna head glitch just a little bit. There are some opportunities where you could definitely press up a bit, do some bounding movements, pop some shots on him, move up, throw a frag, you know, give yourself that advantage of actually pressing on the hill and taking that time away from him, because for the most part you almost never touched the hill unless it was a slide around the corner to get the kill, kind of thing, or until you got that long range, you know, fight, and then you pressed it after the fact.
Yeah. Okay.
But those were the main points for you, Robert. Something I noticed for you is when you're playing your AR, you do a good job on using it like a sub, but you almost put yourself in certain situations where it's uncomfortable for any AR to be in that position, no matter how nasty you are. Right, so there's a few situations where you'll play on, like, hey, there's that bar head glitch, or there's that, wrap around the desk to P1 kind of thing that you're playing on. And again, I'm seeing what you're doing, and I understand the angles that you're holding. It's just there's certain times when you do that, and you expect them on the close side, when you could better position yourself, like maybe on the edge of the hill, around the bench, where you still have that bit of cover, but you're pressed back, and you're not receiving that immediate engagement, because he knows he's the one that's essentially forcing that engagement. You're just waiting for him. And if you're around a close band, you're playing it closer than you would normally want to. I mean, as you know, it's anybody's game more in the sense. But those were the specifics for you. And again, throwables, guys. That's one of the huge reasons why I mentioned, like, hey, you guys are only using your frags as throwables, just to see what you guys would do with it. And unfortunately, trophies were, I guess, scary.
Yeah. I felt like it was a pretty good game though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you guys were fucking world starring each other.
I was like, oof.
You're nasty,
For
bro.
like half the game, I thought I was like, I got this game, and then fucking towards the end, once I got the kill on the last, I was like, all right, he's not getting back on, and then just fucking melted me, and I was like, fuck.
Whole time I'm like making my way downtown. I'm like singing in the fucking Discord.
Yeah.
You could up my stream. I'm just singing the whole time, like.
And I need you.
And then like you killed me, and I'm like, and I nicked you.
You was singing the whole time, like I asked. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's pretty cool. They got a black cell grenade. That's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
You're kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie.
You're the most firest I've ever seen. Not gonna lie.
Alright, hey, same concept. This time, stuns.
Instead of nades,
Yes, this time stuns instead of nades.
AR or subs.
I'll let you guys flex on this one.
Okay.
Just cause I'm not gonna lie to you, like, this is a pretty, like, sexy flex map. The first one, I just kind of wanted to check something out on the,
Okay.
with the AR for
So,
Robert specifically.
Stuns, no nades, and either or AR or sub.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
just stuns, pretty much any gun. You're good. I tell you again, look out for those trophies. I guarantee you, you're not always gonna have a trophy. The enemy's not always gonna have a trophy. So if you're feeling, like you're timing the trophies, don't hesitate to throw a stun whenever you know this motherfucker just threw a trophy, and like he just died and I just took it out. It's like there's no way he has another one.
Okay.
Start reading off of the trophies just a little bit better, and utilizing that throwable. Keep in mind again, these throwables aren't always for attacking a hill. It could be for defending one, or simply just trying to bamboozle an opponent.
Okay.
GLHF.
GLHF.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I miss you, Poppy. I need you. What you were saying about my shit? He's like,
You
yeah,
stink, bro.
He's like, yeah, we just had to do that for Robert's AR. What about my AR? You think I'm a bum, nigga?
No, I just wanted to see something.
See what?
So for you, I wanted to see how you were playing these angles. I wanted to see if you could still pick up the AR and still play the exact same concept. And again, which is why I was bringing up those like, hey, on occasion you would play the close angle,
Yeah.
because I was looking for how you would play it. For Devin, I was mostly looking at it in the overall aspect. How is he playing as an AR right now? Because I haven't had that time. I've been focusing on his flex, in opposed to a specific like set for him. I wanted to see how he play, and he actually impressed me with the sense of him actually pieing these angles and playing it as an AR should.
Hmm. But yeah, no, it's been I've been doing a lot. Been feeling really good playing again. I've been watching a bunch of fucking VODs. It's been really nice. I've been feeling myself, bro. Like, on COD, bro. I think I had like two 40 bomb games today. Like feeling really good. Oh,
That's pretty huge. So I talked to Gabe. He's not gonna play ranked without us either.
Okay, bet.
So solid stuns
Oh,
at peak.
oh,
Tough.
oh.
Tough.
He's lagging.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
What are you trying to slide into?
Solid effort.
Like a fuck Christmas. But
Devin didn't know where next door was.
But you see the vision though, right? With the close angle AR angles sometimes.
You saw what?
So you see the vision with the close angles on the AR, not specifically the AR, but just close angles in general. Like I've been doing a lot more like trying to practice them, like doing like off angles and just like actually laying down more because I used to drop shot a lot and now I went to more bunny hopping. And
His trophy fucked him.
yeah.
He's too focused on being right next to it. Devin didn't even see his trophy. That's crazy.
He got stunned too. It sucks. Oh, he's in the bush. I didn't even see him, bro. And I had the codcaster on there. Oh, ooh, nice. And today, I think it felt really good today too, man, because I've been playing against like iridescent players, and it actually feels good to actually read somebody. Actually, I get the reads right because it's like good players. You know what I mean? It's not like bums. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the flow exists.
Yeah, like it felt so good. It felt so good. I was like, man, I'm playing against really good players, but I know I'm frying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm reading them too. It isn't like, oh man, like they're just gonna go down mid or something. Like, no. This is like actual players trying to
Like, okay, now we're playing. Now we're
Yes.
playing chess.
Yes, like exactly. And I'm getting the right reads. You know what I mean? And it like felt good doing that. So I won't play rank without you guys. Then I'll stop playing rank. Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still in gold.
doesn't matter.
Actually, I think I'm about to go drop down to gold 1. I don't think I've won at all this season.
Just give me your account, bro. I got you.
No, I'm okay.
He said that. Just come back the next time. Oh, he missed a shot. Ooh. Curious to see how they're gonna play this P5. Yes, Gabe. And I need Gabe.
SMG's bold for this hill.
Oh.
He has to relocate.
Okay, bold. Oh yes, I like this spot. It's so wild. You can just sit in the water, bro. Like it's crazy.
3, 2, 1. Really? Are y'all both blind or?
I mean, to be fair, bro, he's like deep in there. He didn't look. I don't think he. It's hard to see in that water. That Gabe's money, hell. has to be Devin's money, huh? Has to be, has to be. Great move.
Oof. He's so fast.
Devin, stun.
Gabe's playing hella smart today.
Stun, Devin? Stun it? For me?
Yes, here's Devin.
Oh.
Let's go. Surprised it took him that long to switch to an AR.
And me, Gabriel.
Yep.
Nice. I hate that spawns is like you're literally on there. No, so don't go to the vents. He's gonna count. He's gonna turn to his left. Yep. He had to,
Oh.
he started reloading by accident. Wonder.
Devin holds the angle for way too long. He has no spawns on this map either, I don't think.
No, I don't think he's really played this map like that. Ooh.
Good play, Devin. Good play.
Oh, good stun.
Devin, you gotta know that they're spawning close every time, man.
He's also been in the same spot every time on that hill.
Yeah, I noticed he doesn't really move.
He
Like, don't
moves
get me wrong, play to your strengths, but you can't stay in the exact same spot.
Yeah, like on this one, P3, he moves around. He like did move around a lot, so he got a lot of time on it. But P2, he's like in the same spot. Oh! Nice shot. Ooh. Not a cruise. That's crazy. That's like, I guess.
Gabe used that cruise missile when he wasn't ready
Close.
to immediately chow.
Yeah, yep.
And then he got picked up.
Only wasted
Yeah.
the cruise. If he was really close, it would have been worthwhile, but
Yes. Because then Devin would have definitely pressed inside that building. Gabe could go on top of the hop up and literally just fucking contest and then chow.
yeah. Oh,
Tough timing.
nice. You don't need that time. Think that-
So here's my thing with that. Gabe gave him 7 seconds. It took him 7 seconds to also travel the map and then die. And during that time, Gabe has now collected 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. He's still collecting.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he would have played that better. I'm not saying he would have gotten the kill if he rotated earlier. But Gabe clearly left that hill alone. And you don't need 7 seconds.
No. Especially
You
with
don't
the-
even need it in 1v1 like
Vista
that,
was-
especially when you're rotating map.
Yeah, Vista was different because the points are so close, depending on like
Yes.
the right. But like, yeah. Even like when I was P4, I remember like I pushed for like I think it was like 15 seconds and I held it till 0, and then I was waiting for him to chop, but he never did. And then boom, when
Obvi.
P5 popped up, he was,
Waited.
Oh,
What the
that's
fuck is
so
that?
unfortunate. You guys didn't know about that spot?
I think I fell down there once.
Yeah, so there's like a whole. It's like a canal. It's like a path. It's used. The reason I know because I play a lot of Search and Destroy on this map and whatever. So a lot of people use that to push. Because you know how you push that long curved hallway. There's a little cut that you can drop down, and it makes you reappear on that left side where you dropped off on. So it's like another way to attack the statue there in the middle. It's not just like a fucking dead man's fucking no man's land.
Dude, Devin can't catch a break, bro. Damn.
Gabriel. And I need advice. Now want him.
Bro, this guy Devin stinks, bro.
Great cheeks.
Devin, you don't know the rotation for this map, huh?
No, I do. I just didn't know where the fuck he was gonna come from. Like,
Little weasel, little rat.
Rata.
I'd be counting. I'm like, all right, 1, 2, 3. All right, not there. I'd look somewhere else. All right, and then as soon as like I would look away, I was like, dude, this dude just fucking
Godlike.
keeps getting me, man.
You couldn't find me in a water one, dude. I was just.
No,
Dude, yeah, I
dude,
could
the
not
bar-
find you. I was like,
Dude.
where the fuck is he?
There's a pocket like right against the bar. And he like
I see
sat
that.
there,
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, Vice is like, does Devin not see him? I was like, bro, you can't see that man's swimming.
Dude, yeah, you cannot. I couldn't see you at all. I was like, where the fuck is he?
Oh god.
I'm sorry, using that was fucking nice. What if I
Like,
just
that's
throw it
Gabe's
in the
money
water?
hill.
I'll take it. I took a full 60 on that one.
Nani Gabriel.
Rio, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So for that last one, Devin, I have the same comment as last time. Like a lot of times you're trying to play it too safe. Something that I was just talking to Robert about on that last hill. Well, about almost the last hill. It was like P3. You stayed for those last 7 seconds when you saw Gabe like dip out on it. Even if he was hiding around the corner, you really don't need that 7 seconds. Because you collected those 7 seconds, Gabe was already across the map. He then collected 7 seconds on the opposite side, neutralizing the time at the minimum by the time that you even crossed the map to get to him. So you both got 7 seconds. At that time, you were relying on winning the gunfight. You did not win the next 2 gunfights, and Gabe essentially got like, I think he got at least 40 seconds on that hill, maybe. So you relied a lot on, let me grab this scrap time, and then I'll make up for it whenever I get up there. But you didn't make up for it up there. You can't play those risks in a 1v1. I understand you're kind of pressed for a little bit more time than normal, but it's not like it's a 1 versus 4, and you're not going for who has the highest score, who gets the most bragging rights kind of thing. You kind of have to read and understand, like, hey, if he's rotating, like, again, that exact thought, it's gonna take me this much amount of time to get there, and then he's defending, and I have to press him, and he's expecting me, and he's allowed to throw a stun, and he most likely knows my main avenue that I'm gonna come from. Kind of have to read that a little sooner so that you can risk a different gunfight.
Okay.
Risk a different, you know, situation. Gabe, something I have to mention for you is you used a cruise missile when you were nowhere near a contest point. You died, spawned, called in a cruise missile, forced Devin off of the point, and then he went inside. Of course he went inside. I mean, that's kind of what was gonna pause. That's what was gonna happen. Like regardless, like we all knew he's gonna survive that. So my thing is, whenever I saw you exit the cruise missile and I saw you on the opposite side, I was like, okay, Gabe, use that without being ready. Because if you would have called him to go inside of it or caused him to go inside, he played his life. You easily press the top, contest the hill, and that point, it's. I'm not saying you have the advantage, but you know where he's coming from because he has the fucking, he just
Yeah,
came
you're
in
right.
from cover.
I
But
definitely realized that. I was like, well, shit.
yeah, we were laughing about it a little bit.
I
But-
was high key expecting to get that kill, but I was like, how do I hit this to where I wasn't sure if I can go on top through that glass. So I kind of just like chalked it, to be honest.
That's fair. Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do Rio. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
Before I say anything real quick, You are not allowed to use your stun. Just gonna make that clear
I
now.
need Gabe, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, and I need Gabe.
But you can
da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
use your lethal.
And I need my. Wait, we're using ARs or subs? AR or subs?
Not you. Honestly, I was just gonna let you guys flex it again
Good, good.
because you know.
And I need you. Ah! Oh my god.
Hills 2 and 4, you're gonna run an AR. All the other ones, you're gonna run a sub.
Bro, come on, bro. I'm not gonna remember that shit.
Gabe said the same thing. I told him if
Come
you
on,
forget,
man.
I'll just pop in and remind you.
No, please don't. Bro, fuck this dude, bro. I ain't using that shit. I'm just kidding.
You dumb.
I don't think he was like Gabe said the same thing. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna remember that shit, man.
What y'all smelly ass niggas doing on the same team?
Bro, we're talking, bro. We're going over strats right now, bro.
No way you're going over strats right now.
Hardpoint. Secure the target area. We have taken the lead. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
I knew it, weirdo.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Don't talk to me.
AR.
We've lost the lead. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Come on, man.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Enemies inside the perimeter. Confirming next
Dude, it took so long!
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. We secured the lead. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Taking the lead. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. We have taken the lead. Halfway to mission complete. Finish it. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Ah!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
No!
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Oh.
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. Hardpoint compromised. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Whenever he kills you, submachine gun.
Yeah.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
No.
Submachine gun.
Oh.
Hardpoint compromised. The mission is complete. Good work.
I think he got the upper hand. And then the sense of Gabe chasing that rabbit. Well, I guess they heard me talking shit about them.
You're
So
talking shit about my man Gabriel Jimenez?
Nah, bro. I at least 3 gunfights, man. I fucking accidentally clicked reload mid
Dude,
gunfight.
that last kill fight,
I'm used
just
to
watching
fucking-
it in slow mo,
used to
I was
reload.
like, oh, he's reloading. I thought you killed
Dude,
me.
bullets
I
and
thought you
accidentally clicked
killed
X.
me. At the end there,
I
I'm like,
would've.
oh man, I don't know how you just.
I would have.
There's a few kills where fucking
Accidentally clicked reload.
Jimmy
It's-
would
oh,
Jimmy was starting to
oh,
reload as he's getting in like into a gunfight, and I'm like, oh no.
That sucks, bro. I saw that in that last kill cam. I was like, damn, like in the moment. I'm like, damn, I thought I was dead. And then I watched in slow mo. You literally see him shoot and then start to reload.
so mad.
Oh shit! All right, Vice, it's your turn. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy.
So Gabe, something I noticed is you're a fast player by nature. Well, I wouldn't call it by nature. You just got really good. It just became so fluent, like you're just moving, and it's fucking killer.
Miss Water.
But something that you do is you get into a habit of knowing, like, okay, this is my kill. I'm getting this kill, and you'll get tunnel vision, and you'll end up chasing the rabbit in the sense of either you'll chase somebody around a van like you did earlier, or you'll just you'll move out of cover in a way like when they were kind of baiting you out of it. You let yourself get played more than you should. Your playstyle enables you to be able to have that Slayer capability, but if you take a second and like don't fall for their bamboozling,
Wow.
because that happened a lot. Like I really feel
Wow.
like at the end of the day, like a lot of these gunfights went down to two things in my opinion. Well, three things. One, positioning, off rip, off of like based on where you guys were at when the gunfights like first started hitting. Two, just a simple bamboozlement of what was going on, and fucking I forgot what the third one is, but believe me, there was a third one. But no, there was a lot of situations where it was like, yeah, you have the upper hand, you got him out of cover. You like some cases you even have him weak, and then it's like Robert's good, man. He takes those like small mistakes that anybody's willing to make, and then he'll kind of make you pay for it. That's where I felt like a lot of your losses ended up becoming.
be-
But other than that, you guys were fucking.
To be fair, the van one, I meant to jump on top of it, but I missed it, and then he just had a fucking sub. And I was like,
Is that what happened? I was wondering what the fuck. I was like, dude, like if it
Yeah, I
was,
jumped
if
to
I
get
was saying
on
I
the
wouldn't have
van.
lost high ground like that. Like that was just that makes sense though. But
And that's how I was like in the whole like 2 and 4 thing. I knew it was gonna happen where like one of us weren't gonna die and we were gonna keep that old same weapon from before. You know what I mean? And it was just gonna like bleed into the hills. Just
you guys
because-
did a pretty good job for the
You're up
most
to me
part.
to
Tried.
switch like that, but
Yeah.
especially
So
in
the
ones.
reason why I do that, and I know it's gonna be tedious, but as flex players, we're not just like, yeah, this one's definitely me. I got the arrow for this, or like, yeah, you know what, I'm playing bad, but guess what? I'm a flex. I know how to use the sub too. That's not what it is. This gun is very specific with how it wants you to play these hills. So for the most part, when we're playing these flex positions, and we're rotating around the map as a team, doing everybody's job together, start realizing like, okay, this hill's definitely an AR hill. This hill's definitely a sub hill. Because for the most part, we're all pretty good at playing any gun in any way, regardless of the fact. So if you end up in a situation where you're kind of like in that situation where you don't want to be with your gun, in a team-based situation, obviously you have your team to help you, or you could just, adjust accordingly. But for the most part, we will have that structure to where we don't have to worry about it like that. But yeah, just kind of getting on you guys in a more tedious sense so that you get used to, fuck, this is this hill. Fuck, this is this hill. Okay, P5 and P1, I could both play as a sub. Okay, perfect. That way it transitions easily. We're already right here. Oh fuck it, let me make sure I transition to an AR for this next hill. Because as soon as you guys were playing like Gabe, you were getting shredded when Robert had a AR on P2 at a certain point. And the second you pulled out that AR, you were then able to match the energy of what P2 was, and that's when the gunfights started becoming a lot more fair. I think you actually won the next 2 gunfights in a row.
I
But
believe Hexa was eating the first fucking P2 mostly. For some reason, he
oh,
always ate P2. I'm just like, bro.
he said no
Like, man, you
credit
said
for
a
the
headshot.
Hold on,
You talk about
I'm gonna
the
shut down my PC.
He said his ping, bro.
You talk about the final P2.
No, like every single time at P2, bro, you're just eating bullets.
The,
I'm just like,
the final P2. There's
probably
no,
latency issue because I'm literally I'm not missing and you're killing me. I'm
final,
blaming P2 on latency.
I don't know.
Specifically.
The final P2, bro. That was like I wasn't even. You weren't even shooting me, bro. I was in a different.
Oh yeah,
position.
well, I'm not saying that one at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. The final P2, no.
Well, that was
no,
thrown
dude, you
under
know
the
what's
under
funny?
the car, right?
There was when you were putting on the car. There was one
Yeah.
where you were laying against the blue trash can on P2. My brother in Christ, I looked at you. I aimed ADS. And I'm like, that's a dead body. Jumped and you started shooting at me. I was like, no way, bro. I thought it was a dead body, bro. I ain't seen nothing, bro. Nothing popped
I definitely
up.
saw you look for a few
That
times.
shit had me laughing. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was so mad.
So Robert, for you, fucking, there's a few situations where I feel like
You don't have
your
any room.
mobility is kind of your enemy at times. Because I feel like your strong suit is being able to be that mobile sentry, to be able to move around the map. And you do have movement. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like the thing that you lack is that I don't know, that flexible movement that's like not, you are fluid but quicker, I guess you could say. In a more snappy sense, there are several situations where you'll try to do something like drop shot when you probably should have just crouched and stood, and it's like, oh, your mind got the better of you, but if you played that a little bit quicker, your drop shot probably still would have gotten you through it. Or there are situations where it's like, okay, if whenever you pop out, like in the situations you do because you like to bait out the gunfire, um there are certain situations where I guess you could, in opposed to just popping out and then come back out the chow, this time you could pop out but slide cancel through that and get to the next barrier and then pop out again. That way you increase your ability, like, okay, now he for sure doesn't know where I'm coming from, because there was points on P5, for example, where you definitely could have played like an opposite pillar, or instead of staying in one spot, use use more movement to be able to get yourself out of those situations or into situations where you can kind of blitz somebody, because that's what Gabe does really well. Whenever he puts shots on somebody or whenever he's able to pin somebody, he uses movement to guide himself around cover, and then press. And I feel like if you just move a little bit more, you could definitely throw a lot more people off guard.
I
And probably
felt like I was doing that. Like, I mean, it's just like Gabe was getting the better of me. Like, it happened a couple times in P1 where I'm like in soda, and like I start contesting and I shoot Gabe. He runs behind the middle cover, and as soon as I shoot him, I slide there. You know what I mean? But as I'm like challenging him, Gabe just pre-fires me. I just die. You know what I mean?
that's why I said one of the things is, it's like these gunfights could have went either way.
Yeah,
It was really just these things that really determine it. I'm not saying that you guys are doing bad. Again, if I'm giving you critiques, these are it. Me and Devin were talking. You guys did fucking awesome. I almost shed a tear, but you guys aren't that important, so I sucked it back up.
Should tear on these nuts.
Bro, sucked it back up.
Pause, bro. Damn, you're
Pause,
so gay.
yeah, bro.
You're the one who said it.
I'm gonna hang out with my girlfriend.
This guy.
I'm gonna, take care.
Well, you got off before Devin.
That's crazy, bro.
That's pretty sad.
Man hasn't played COD in like 9 years and goes like, I'm gonna take care of my girlfriend. What you been doing the last 9 years, bro?
9 years is crazy. But look for a job, bro. Leave me alone. trying to be like NBA YoungBoy.
That's enough.
Never broke again.
No, I want to make shitty music.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Oh, Gabe.
Later.
See you, Devin.
I'm
What's it
Yeah,
called?
what's up?
Me and Devin got onto the U.S. Army esports team, academy team.
You didn't, did you?
I'm serious.
I don't believe you.
I'm okay. Alright, I'm gonna fucking stream it now because you're pissing me off.
I feel like you're trolling. That's why.
I'm not. I'm 100%.
You're dead ass.
I'm dead ass, brother.
Oh yeah.
We literally got the message a couple days ago, and it was like, hold on, let me stop my shit.